We call this trauma bonding. Hold on. You guys are being recorded.
And now you guys here, over there.
Okay, so this is where her minions, her flying monkeys are going to come in, and they're going to, what is it that they say? That they're going to reassure her that, let's see, during the stressful points in the relationship, the victim feels like they are on the edge, thinking that they may be hurt or abandoned by their abuser if they don't listen to them. They're desperately seeking reward hormone dopamine, which is a pleasure chemical. When the abuser gives the victim affection, they are rewarded with dopamine, which further
You
reinforces
can't
the
make
traumatic
this shit
bond.
up.
Just saying.
Well, it's all the dopamine we got
That's
going
just
on.
saying.
I know what you're saying. I ain't scared by nobody.
Neither am I. Neither am I.
Bring it on.
That's what I say. I own what I say. I own what I do.
Exactly
Cindy
right, sir.
has not reached out to me or even asked to speak to me. She's just ran with whatever she's been told and took my comments, twisted them, turned them, sliced them, diced them, and now she's over there reading comments that ain't even my comments. Out of a whole conversation, you're going to read 3 comments? Come on. I've got the conversation. I'm looking at it right now.
You guys want to go into an all-out fucking drama war, bitches? Let's do it. This is the point I'm at. You want to fucking go to war? Let's go to fucking war.
Hey, I want to make that clear. I don't care about her. I don't care who she is.
Kim was on my panel then.
Yeah. She was?
Yeah, that was on my panel.
Yeah, that was Kim on panel.
They want, we could do this. Keep bringing screenshots to my inbox of Laura questioning my loyalty, or, it's not going to cause damage. I don't blame Laura in the past when you have shady people that run all over the place. I've questioned people. I've said shit. But I don't go out here and put business out there like that. That's not cool to do. And yeah, I did share some screenshots with Bitch and Bell of honey boners. When I'm getting accused for 3 months now, inspiring behind the scenes with Honey Boner, and knowing her for 3 years, and she's my bestie, and me and her are conspiring to bring Laura's Patreons down, and we're this and we're that.
Okay, that was very informative. So then as part of my flurry, I wanted to also go into the community aspect of this. So,
The community aspect. Now the whole
I
community
wanted to go
needs
into the
counseling.
communal abuse of cults.
Here we go, the
And
cult,
talk
the
about
cult.
that a little bit. So here's another article.
Here we go.
By another example. I'm so smart. I'm very good at this. I just give myself a very big pat on the back. Okay, so
Oh, here we go.
abusive
Document.
communities exist on a spectrum as far as controllingness goes. It seems useful to think in terms of 2 tiers of such communities. A tier of fervent communities that are formed around a sincere belief but devolve into abusive practices, and manipulated communities that combine a psychopathic leader, I wonder who that is, and strong conditioning against self-protection. Many communities are manipulated from the beginning, but it is possible for the fervent community to cross over into a
I'm
manipulated
dead.
community as the leader functions in an accountability vacuum.
Make your counseling appointments.
Remember, she has often said, I did not know. I thought this was a joke. And moves into more extreme abuse.
Hold on. I'm an
I was
extreme
willing to drop
abuser.
all of this. I really was. But then I heard once again when she said, we need a VPN. So this is the reason why we are here, my lovely, lovely friends. Communal abuse has an unclear, perhaps limited overlap with intimate partner violence. Both do entail the
Yes.
misuse of human attachment needs. Remember that we have heard over the past few months about how these women had bonded toward one another. Also, there is a type of damage in common, that of de-selfing. So these women put Laura's needs above their own. So the type of
They
damage
do?
one. So some understanding is perhaps useful for survivors of domestic abuse as well
Oh, now
as
I'm being compared to
survivors of
domestic
communal
abuse.
This is very
Oh
fascinating.
my God.
Don't forget your
Now, I
counselors.
do want to say, I do
Uh-oh,
not
now
think
she
that there
wants to
will
say.
ever be closure in this regard because all the issues have not been resolved and all the issues are not known. And it is still,
Oh no, they've been
they are
known.
trying to sweep a lot of things under the rug. Now, I'm not familiar with this woman up until a few weeks ago. And I was not familiar with this aspect of social media up until 2 months ago. But I do find it fascinating that these women felt so susceptible that they were willing to disregard their
Oh
own
my
self-protection
God.
in order to please their leader.
Oh my
Who,
God.
in my opinion, is a purple-headed fool.
This chick is
But
psycho.
that's just my opinion. That is not the opinion as represented
Oh,
by
I
anyone
am.
else. So the first threshold of abuse is community seems to be
Now we're
the
in
disallowance
thresholds
of
of
any balance
abuse.
point between the needs of the group and the needs of the individual. So remember that we have heard recently that people have apologized to Laura extensively,
Who
even though
apologized
that
for
they were
me?
one of her Patreons. So this switches the relationship between Laura being grateful for having a Patreon to the Patreon being grateful for being on Patreon. This is asinine in my opinion, but that's just me.
I guess
So
not.
the-
I was thinking the
The
same
first
thing.
threshold
Have
is
you
the
not been
abusive
around
community seem to
lately?
be the disallowance of any balance point between the needs of the group and the needs of the individual. So the needs of the individual were over encompassing of the group. The second threshold of abuse is blind obedience, doing whatever the leadership asked and is either held as the highest virtue or the strongest sign of virtue. Now, I know that there is some disagreement about whether there was an actual crime. There is no disagreement in my mind that there was an actual crime that was being committed. For whatever reason, it was not. And
Oh,
for
thank
this,
you.
we're
Thank
grateful
you.
for. But they conspired to commit a crime.
Oh no.
There is no doubt in this. And I don't care if you say it was just a joke. That was one person said it was a joke. But there were other people that did not agree that this was a joke and it would not be
Bullshit.
pursued. It was not pursued for what I believe that the person that had the VPN or the access to a VPN
Oh my
was
God.
actually involved in other issues of
Oh
a
my
criminal
God.
nature.
Oh my
But
God.
she wasn't a criminal.
You shouldn't think too
It
much,
doesn't take
lady,
a rocket
because you're
scientist
so
to realize
far
that your
wrong,
husband
it's
did
pathetic.
a lot of
But you
very
keep
bad
thinking that,
things.
psycho.
And that might have been the reason why this crime never took place. In my mind, if I was on the jury, I would say that they had full intent to commit this
Oh
crime.
my God. Did she not see the part where
Because
Ainsley wrote,
the
"This
last words
is
out of
a
that woman's
joke"?
mouth was, we need a VPN. And the other
Oh my
aspect
God.
of it is that not all of the parties involved in this conspiracy agreed that it was a joke. So the second threshold of abuse is blind obedience, doing whatever it takes.
Yo, this chick needs a counselor.
She's
Okay,
doing a
so
PowerPoint on us.
let's see. And then we have conditioning. So we have first threshold, second threshold, and then we have conditioning. Conditioning is modifying behavior by linking desired responses to events
I'm gonna
that
make the
would not
title of the
elicit
video,
those responses spontaneously.
Ex-Patreons get counseling.
She specifically
Says
asked
her.
for the address of Maggie Lynn. In abusive communities, the desired response is always compliance. She was given the address of Mandy Lynn. Conditioning starts by pairing something that normally would elicit compliance, like a gift, with something that would not necessarily elicit compliance, like a difficult demand. After a time, a difficult demand tends to bring out compliance by itself. So I think that she was conditioning them
We're halfway done.
to comply with her wishes. And to be honest with you, there is some conjecture that could be made that the whole purpose of all of this is to fund personal information about her Patreons.
Oh, that's
which
it.
That will take us
because
back
they don't
to
give
the
me personal
first
information when they
threshold,
sign up. Fucking moron.
which is abuse in communities seems to be the disallowance of any balance point between the needs of the group and the needs of the individual. So let's see. Okay, so other common elements of communal control.
There we go.
Special leader.
I'm a special leader. Don't you bitches know it?
Not in set beliefs, not in long-established practices, not in durable principles, but in the guidance of the present leadership, which is the only source of truth. Now, I wasn't a part of this Patreon because I think that would be silly. This woman has no background, as far as I'm concerned, as far as true crime. So I would not support this person. But did she have a mission statement? Did she have bylaws? Did she have terms of service?
Yeah.
Because of this ideology, and rules may change quickly or even reverse, this is set up for manipulation. So basically, this woman had no experience with leading a group.
I don't?
And it was basically,
really?
Well, let's just fly by the seat of our pants and hope for the best.
I don't think so, psycho.
Of depravity. This is the belief that members' instincts, desires, tendencies, feelings, and inclinations can't be trusted. So, how I would interpret this is that women have a necessity to be part of a group. The herd mentality.
Obviously, you're not part of a group.
Please do not construe this as an insult to women's intelligence. But the doctrine of depravity. If these things agree with the leadership, fine. But if they do not, it is evidence of just how much the member needs the community. So if someone disagrees with the leader, it is the issue of the person who disagrees. It has nothing to do with the leader. By definition, any assertion of self-interest becomes wrong.
Guys, you can't have your own opinions ever.
For instance, I re-listened to Diane's channel about Stephanie T, in which
she's bringing up Stephanie T.
I don't know how to describe how horrible that would be, because when you lose your mother, it is a very how do I say this? You are simply trying to honor the person that you probably have loved the most in life, except your children. And that makes you so vulnerable because you realize that the person that has loved you the most all of your life has just left.
Now we're getting lectured on the loss of a parent.
This is very difficult.
Right.
Okay. Where was that? By definition, any assertion of self-interest becomes wrong, and any boundary, which would be when they contacted the funeral home of Stephanie T, is a product of self-interest, is also wrong.
Mandy Lynn.
So
you're in trouble now. You need counseling too, Mandy.
May have realized that this was the wrong thing to do in a moral, ethical point of view. They overrode that. And they decided they would comply with their leader. The naturalness or ease of action no longer can be used as a criterion of healthiness. So I think what happened.
I love how she keeps saying, I think. Bitch, you know nothing.
Over their value, their healthiness was placed on how Laura viewed them.
Oh my God.
Useful they were to Laura.
No, it wasn't, bitch.
And not the group. And not
I got strong women, not fucking weak-minded women. I attract strong women.
Every adult has a residual desire to be taken care of by strong and wise parents. But this cannot work for adults. Abusive communities offer usually unconsciously the illusion of unconditional parental care by using paternalistic metaphors and protecting members from adult decisions.
Oh my God.
And then we have communal living. I don't think that they got that far, but to be honest with you, the way that she had controlled them, the way that
I control you.
You could make the argument these women made these decisions to do this on their own, but I don't think that is actually true. I think that Laura is one of these people can And it's not that difficult that they can discern people that they can manipulate and people that they can't.
Oh my God, I don't
And
seek
people
out
that they cannot manipulate,
Patreons.
they will not only release from the group,
God
but then they
damn.
have to
Here's the
attack.
thing. Letha,
So,
did I come to you and say,
like for
Letha,
instance,
do you want to
if
be my
some, let's say
Patreon? I have to make sure you're dumb enough and
Anne
manipulative
joined
enough to be my
Patreon under
Patreon.
Laura
Fucking
Keck,
morons.
and she could not be easily manipulated. Laura Keck would not only release her from Patreon, but
Oh my
she would
God.
make sure that her little minions, flying monkeys, subjects, however you want to call them,
How about
would
friends,
ensure
motherfucker?
that Anne, who is the example of an independent thinking person, would be, her character would be assassinated.
Oh my God.
And this would cause trauma bond because Anne,
There she
who's
goes
the
with the traumatic
independent
bond.
thinker, would be ejected from this group. But not only ejected, but she must be maligned with bad behavior. And I think that that's what happened with Stephanie T. Now, you have to understand that this happens on a subconscious level for the most part. I think Laura is a very good manipulator of a lot of things and a lot of people. But her greatest skill is figuring out easy prey.
Oh my God, I don't seek out Patreons, you fucking idiot.
So we had...
I know, for real.
And I mean, she got pretty good. Like, there's other common elements of communal
thank
control.
you.
She's special leader, doctrine of depravity, panders to dependency needs. And I mean, this is a very dangerous person.
Oh my God.
Not because she's so intelligent, she's so smart and so manipulative, but because she can discern or determine people that she can easily manipulate.
Oh my God.
And not only can she do that, but she can manipulate them to eject and malign those that she cannot manipulate easily.
I want to manipulate this bitch.
So, let's see. I don't know if anybody's watching this video.
I know.
No, she prays.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's okay. So I just want to play a little video from Slow Burn.
Oh God.
And let's see.
Gonna prove her point what an abuser I am.
Let's go over.
I wonder which one she'll pick.
So Ainley says it's just a joke. Now, I want you to recall all the things that we went over about communal abuse in occults. Special leader, doctrine of depravity, panders to dependency needs.
This is what she says. Put a room to rent on Craigslist. Husband and wife want a housemate, eventually to become our lover and partner. It wasn't directed, it was just like, okay, so, like, I don't say like a suggestion, but I'm not even a fault, right? You just have to be there. Just take it for what it was.
Her hashtag is cyber
My
stalking.
skills need an update.
Yeah, you're cyber stalking me, bitch.
Okay, well, I don't know. Okay, well, I'm looking at the update as I sent them, and I'm in the comment.
Alright, go on.
Okay, so then I say, my skills need an update. Ring, is this blah blah? Is it in a ring? Or if it is, you better catch it. I mean, just kind of speed stuff. And I say, high five you, and we got it now. Like, okay? And so, I don't even know who you were talking to when you said this, because you were not in a conversation with me and the person I was talking to. Because we were, the person in the blue bubble was who I was talking to. I wasn't even.
Who were you talking to?
I was talking to Mel.
But who wrote it in the blue?
To Mel. She don't make it.
Okay.
She found him for me. So she didn't say anything either. And then I don't even know what you were talking to. And I think you might, because sometimes we would have like a conversation and we were all joking, and then you would just throw in like your little thing, like, okay, well, I stayed with her on a dating site. I don't know what you meant by that. And then Clary says, I'm talking about posting them up as prostitutes. And I said, Clary, oh my God, but don't give address though. And then I said, just phone? And then she says, I don't have an address. And then, okay, so I move on. So I go back to my conversation with Janelle. because we're still like talking about camping it up, you know, little conversation. And I says, I don't even want to say read this, but this is a part that Diane put on her life.
Hold on, you forgot a big part. You wrote "This is mean," and I'm totally joking what I'm about to say.
I know, I was about to read that.
Okay.
And the party mouth didn't give her normal when she would think that things were just like crazy, like not like crazy, like get me out of it. She said, "This is up and nuts." That's how she would say that. And then Clary said, "Call me." I don't even want to say that comment, and I don't even want to say mine because everyone already. I had went.
Okay, so I'm gonna say it. Call me if you want your dick sucked free for one night only. That's very ladylike, Clary. Just very ladylike.
Way over the top, but I wasn't serious. I was just like.
All right, and so looks like Ansley says, advertising for rape fantasy and give her address. Once again, very, very ladylike.
It's hard to describe, but I was not even
Yeah,
talking
like
to
you're a lady, look.
I was talking
Please.
to Chanel.
You look like a fucking 60-year-old
And then
stripper.
something about a VPN. I don't know who you're talking to, but it must be Clary because I was just like, it's hard to describe, but I was not even talking.
And so I just want to point out that this is the reason why I'm doing this effing video.
Okay, I just want to point out that Ainsley has more class in her pinky than you have in your whole body. Just saying.
Probably going to give me a lot of hate. But Laura ends with saying, but we need someone from overseas to do it who uses a VPN so it can't ever be traced. Right there is your conspiracy to commit a crime. And people say, well, it was just a joke. It was just a joke. I'm sorry. You can keep using that argument until your heifers come home. That's not going to work. And this would get you convicted.
This will get me convicted. Okay.
Conspiracy to commit sexual assault. Because let me tell you something. If this is what they release, there's 10 times worse that we don't know about.
Oh
But
my
this is
God.
enough because you have motive. Because she says she wants Mandy Lynn's address ASAP. They get her address. Then they conspire to figure out a way to cause harm to this woman. And then they figure out a way to conspire to conceal evidence of said crime. You're so stupid. So, that is my theory upon the story. And if it were me, I'm going to stop sharing. If it were me,
but it's not.
I would definitely pursue charges. If it were me, I would garner as much evidence as possible. Then I would not take it to an attorney.
I want to know how you're pursuing charges when clearly it says we're just joking.
If that did not work, then I would contact cyberbullying.org.
Let me tell you.
At the very least, I would seek medical treatment.
Oh my God.
Then I would send out subpoenas.
You need medical treatment, lady.
But New Jersey has pretty stringent cyberbullying and cyberstalking laws.
But nobody's in New Jersey.
You may not win on the criminal charges, but you have definitely opened yourself up to a civil suit.
Oh my God.
If it were me, I just would have to seek medical treatment for cyberbullying, cyberstalking, and intent to commit.
This chick is batshit crazy.
But anyway, I'm pretty tired. I hope
you're not very smart, lady. I'm sorry, but you're really dumb.
Now it's time for my dinner.
Thank you, Mad Kitty, for the humor tonight. You have to let her know we watched it.
Cyber stalking would mean that we're doing something to another person. We never went anywhere. It never left our fucking circle. That's not cyber stalking, you sick bitch. And on top of that, exactly, it's a manipulation. And civil suit for what? It didn't go anywhere, you dumb fuck. All right, but now I gotta get the beginning on that video.
Fat, supersized Strawberry Shake, thank you to the Muffin Man and Slow Burn, because
they're so
I don't know how
reputable.
this is going to go, but we're going to give it a shot. So,
Oh my god.
let me see if I can share my screen with you. Very
Here we
lovely
go.
people.
Here we go.
Okay, so give me a minute.
Where are we going?
I'm not very good.
The trauma
Share
bonding.
screen, but we're going to do our best.
I swear to
With
God,
these
that's my
rare
next
individuals
trophy.
that comes along and is
There was
quite
trauma
capable
bonding, and what was
of
the other one?
performing trauma
Something else.
bonding.
Trauma
And
bonding.
if
Here
you're
it
not
is.
familiar with it, then it's pretty much a cycle that goes on and on. They they love you in the beginning. It's an offset of narcissism. They love you in the beginning, and then they accuse you of something. Then they forgive you in their benevolent way, and then it starts all over again. So let's talk about what abusers hope we never learn about traumatic bonding. So, traumatic bonding is a phenomenon in which the victim
Listen
feels
up,
connected
future
to their
patrons.
abuser based on attachment and hormones that are being activated amid the abuse. During the stressful point in the relationship, the victim has elevated cortisol levels. The victim feels like they are on the edge, thinking that they may be hurt or abandoned by their abuser if they don't listen to them. They're desperately seeking the reward hormone dopamine, which is a pleasure chemical.
This was funny.
When
This
the
was
abuser
funnier
gives
the
the
first
victim
time I heard it, but
affection,
even the second time I'm laughing.
they're rewarded with dopamine, which further reinforces the traumatic bond. How do you break the cycle? The victim can seek help in the form of therapy or individual counseling to begin taking steps to leave the relationship and to start to heal. You don't have to go through this alone. So let's see if we could possibly come across a video that may be an example of said trauma bonding.
I can't with this chick. I am going to do a premiere of this in 20 minutes.
You have to.